Oh, hello. You must be Sarah Jane. I'm Kyle. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. I had to drop my daughter off at ballet.
Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. I completely understand. Life can get hectic sometimes. I have kids of my own that make life crazy. How many kids do you have?
Just two, Katie and Adam. Katie just turned 5 this month, and Adam is 3.
I wish my kids were still that young. They're at the age where now they think they're too cool for me. Enjoy those precious times with them when you can, because it goes by fast.
It's already going by too fast. Katie's going to elementary school this year. I really don't want her to grow up yet.
Yeah, it's hard to watch them grow up. My kids keep reminding me of myself at that age, and the thought of that just scares me.
Yeah, that's why I have my daughter involved in ballet at such a young age. I'm afraid she'll struggle with her weight like I do.
That's good that you're concerned with your children's weight, but what exactly brought you in here today?
Well, I'm just afraid my children will become overweight and have difficulty losing weight like me. I haven't had a lot of success with weight loss in the past, and I'm hoping you can help me get back on track. I would love to get back to my weight in college, which means I would have to lose about 50 pounds.
Sure, I understand. Losing weight is not always easy. I like that you're not only looking out for your own health, but for your children's health as well. You said earlier that you had a lot of success with weight loss, or you didn't have a lot of success with weight loss before. What have you tried in the past?
Well, the past few years, I've tried Atkins 3 times. It helped me lose weight at the time, but I eventually gained it all back. I've also tried the Meridian weight loss pill, but I'm still struggling with controlling my weight. I've just been so busy with work and my 2 children that it's really difficult to keep up with a diet. I've also thought about getting a gym membership, but I've never been much on exercising. Actually, I haven't really done any structure exercising since college. I just think it gets boring.
It sounds like you're making a good effort to be at a healthy weight. Even though you haven't reached your goal, it's still a success in my book because you put forth the effort. You mentioned you have a busy schedule. Can you please tell me more about your job and what your typical day looks like?
Sure. I'm the administrative assistant at a financial firm. I get up around 6:30 in the morning, and I usually stop at Starbucks on my way to work. I'm at work from 7:30 to 4, and I usually just sit at my desk most of the day. After work, I pick up the kids from school and then go home to prepare dinner. We eat dinner around 6, and then afterwards we head to the family room to relax. We love watching Dancing with the Stars and a few other shows and talk about our days. I go to bed around 1.
That is quite an agenda you have there. It sounds like you not only spend a lot of time at work, but a lot of time with your family. Do you have any other interests or hobbies? What other things do you do that you enjoy?
Well, when I was in college, I used to love to dance. I was part of the dance team my freshman year, but I had to quit because I had too much work and I had to work part-time. Even today, I'm still too busy to make time for dancing, but I would be willing to do it if I could find time. I also love making Southern foods and looking up Paula Deen and Betty Crocker recipes.
You like Southern food. I'm quite the fan myself. So what does your typical diet or food intake look like?
Well, I love to cook, so I always cook dinner for my family. We usually have things like fried chicken, meatloaf, country fried steak. We love shake and bake pork chops, anything from a Betty Crocker or Paula Deen recipe. On the side, we'll have biscuits and mashed potatoes. Sometimes I add cheese to them. And I'll usually include French fries, fried okra, or corn. I'll drink Coke with dinner, and we usually finish with dessert like pies or brownies and ice cream.
Let me just first emphasize that it's great that not only do you cook for yourself, but that you cook for your whole family, because that way you get to know what you consume in the foods that you eat. But just earlier you mentioned that you like to stop by Starbucks in the morning. What do you order there?
Well, I don't eat breakfast, but I love their caramel macchiatos. It usually helps me wake up in the morning.
Okay, that's not too bad. I also heard that you work from 7:30 to 4. Do you eat anything while you're at work?
Well, I usually have a bagel with cream cheese in mid-morning. Then I'll go to a fast food restaurant for lunch like Pizza Hut or McDonald's, Burger King. I'm the go-to person at work for hard candy and mini chocolates, so I occasionally sneak a few pieces. But they're small, so they don't have many calories. Around 3:30, I start to feel tired, so I grab a bottle of Coke. It gives me energy.
Okay, so you said you go to like fast food restaurants like McDonald's or Burger King. What do you order there?
I always get a Coke and usually a burger or a salad.
Well, thank you. Is there anything else that you would normally consume that you haven't mentioned thus far?
Well, late at night when we watch TV, I usually have a Little Debbie snack. My husband does all the grocery shopping, and he knows I have a sweet tooth, so there are always Little Debbies. just sitting in my kitchen. And without fail, there is always a junk food commercial on, and it makes me want those cakes in the pantry.
I know the feeling. Cheesecake is my weakness. So we just talked about pretty much your normal routine for the day. Is there anything specifically that you'd like to change to that?
Well, I feel like my diet is okay because I cook on my own dinner. Even though I have some sweets throughout the day, they're small, so they don't have that many calories. I would say my lack of exercise would be my biggest problem. I mean, when I was dancing in college, I was 50 pounds lighter than I am now.
It's great that you feel like you should incorporate exercise into your life and that you understand the importance of it. But may I ask, why have you not tried exercising on a daily basis?
Well, since I'm at work all day, the only free time I have is at night. I really value my family time. All I want to do is spend time with my husband and children. It's not really about watching TV, it's about spending time together and as a family. I also like have to cook dinner for my family, which takes time out of my night. But the biggest reason is that I'm just completely wiped out when I get home from work. It's enough of an effort to get through a normal day, and I just have enough energy and I just do not have the energy to exercise when I get home.
Well, to me, it clearly seems like you understand the importance of physical activity. It's just that you don't know how to incorporate it into your daily routine. But together, we can make that happen. I understand there's a lot of difficulties to losing weight. I've found that the best way to lose weight is not to make a drastic change, but to make small incremental steps toward changing your lifestyle for the long run. So before you leave today, would you be willing to commit to a small lifestyle change?
Yeah, I think a small change would be possible, but I'm not really sure where to start.
Well, we'd be working together on this. You're not alone. I'm here to help. For starters, would you be more interested in changing your diet or your activity level or the amount of sleep you get?
I think maybe I would start with changing the amount of sleep I get, but I think it would take some time and effort. Be a little difficult since I love watching certain TV shows and I'm used to going to bed around 1 a.m.
Well, it would be a smart change to make because inadequate amounts of sleep can slow down your metabolism and can increase your feelings of hunger. If you get more sleep, you'd feel more energetic and may be more likely to increase your activity level. Even small changes such as taking the stairs instead of the elevator or parking further away in a parking lot would seem a lot more attainable because you have the energy because you are well rested. I really feel like this goal is very attainable and would get you closer to reaching your goal of losing 50 pounds.
Well, it sounds like you have a good point. I think I would be able to go to bed earlier if I knew it would help me lose weight. Sure, I'd be willing to do that, but how much sleep would you recommend?
Well, you said you typically get about 5 or 6 hours a night, but the healthy amount of sleep for an adult your age is actually about 8 hours a night. So if you wake up at 6:30 in the morning, this would mean that you need to go to bed around 10:30. That's not bad. Your children should be in bed by then anyway, so you wouldn't miss out on any time with them. So how would you feel about getting 8 hours of sleep a night? On a scale of 1 to 10, how willing and confident are you that you can achieve 8 hours of sleep a night?
Yes, I think I'd be able to do that. I'd probably say around a 9. I like that I'm not cutting time with my kids and that it's not such a huge sacrifice. I realize that sleep is important, and I hope it will give me more energy in my day so I can incorporate some of that exercise into my schedule.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being cooperative and making a commitment. I'll be sure to hold you to that. Do you have any questions about the goal we just set or anything else we've talked about during this session?
No, I think I understand what I need to do. Thank you for your help.
You're most certainly welcome. Okay, just to make sure that we're both on the same page, we discussed about why you're here, your previous weight loss experiences, your daily routine, your hobbies and interests, your activity level, and your diet. To me, it seems like you're here because you're concerned about your health, not only for the sake of you, but for the sake of your children and family. You want to live a healthy lifestyle and set an example for your children. You've had a difficulty losing weight through fad diets, but failure is not an option for you, and you will not give up. You have a busy work schedule from early in the morning until you pick up the kids from school. Then you cook dinner for your family and are just completely wiped out from the day and enjoy relaxing with your family to some television. You may snack or go out for food a little bit more than you would like, but you pride yourself in your cooking abilities. Unfortunately, you have not committed yourself to physical activity since your freshman year of college, but you understand the importance of incorporating it into your schedule. You have been too busy and overwhelmed with work that exercising daily seems like a struggle. But hopefully, we can both work together to turn that around. Together, we have decided that your first step to achieving your goal of losing 50 pounds is to get more adequate sleep. This may help you exercise more frequently and eat healthier in the long run if you are more energized. Is everything I have just said correct?
Yes, it is. Thank you so much. This has been very helpful.
Well, it was my pleasure meeting you. I look forward to our next session. Please feel free to call me anytime if you have any questions.
Thank you, I will.